Live. Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Alumni Talks with our recommended practitioners. I'm host Sanjana Purohit from iChas, and today we are in conversation with a corporate trainer, Ramneet Ranura. Um, I would quickly like to introduce about our organization. iChas is an organization dedicated to behavioral, emotional, and mental growth of our individuals from all the areas of the society. Uh, through education, intervention, and guidance. Our institution is based on a solid value system of quality and philosophy of positive psychology, where we believe that therapy is not about focusing on the weakness, but also about helping people find out and apply their strengths. Before we begin, I would also like to introduce about our MHP challenge. It is an initiative by mental health care practitioners requesting people to seek help before it's too late. I would also like to request everyone watching us to start a watch party so that your friends and family can benefit from it. You all can also post your questions in the comment sections and we would surely like to answer to them. About a speaker, Ramneet Kaur. She is a corporate trainer. She has done her MSc in clinical psychology. She is a cognitive hypnotic coach, a mindfulness specialist, a published researcher, a blogger, and the founder of The Grace of Mind by Ramneet. So, yes, Ramneet, can you tell us something about yourself?
Hello, Sanjana. Thank you for inviting me here to the Alumni Talks. I'm proud to be an alumni of the iChars Foundation. I am Ramneet Karnarula, founder of the Grace of Mind by Ramneet. I'm working as a corporate trainer, a psychologist, a mental health professional who's a hypnotic coach by iChars itself, and I'm running some webinars. I'm practicing as a personal life coach also and a counselor also. So people can reach out to me for counseling services. I attend those clients. Also, I run webinars specializing in the mindfulness based techniques other than the cognitive hypnotic coaching part and the psychology techniques. So I practice mindfulness on an overall more in my sessions, and I also publish researches. I present researches at various international and national conferences. So I'm a constant researcher and also publisher. Getting
Wow,
them published in places is my, uh, let's say, forte. I just want to do that.
wow. And can you tell us what do you research on?
So by far, I've been able to do some researches on personality, performance, emotional intelligence, and so I actually try to incorporate the management area also in my researches. So it is completely a vast area for me because I do not only narrow down to psychology or the behavioral science aspects, but I try to indulge into corporate sectors as well, which makes it a more wider range of researches. So I've done quite a few, I've published quite a few, and presenting is obviously a part of that. So I've been doing it into both the fields.
Wow. So, Ramneet, what are the types of cases that you handle?
So when it comes to cases for clients, I'm usually handling those who are young adults and in their middle ages or children.
Hmm.
So when it comes to children, those cases are about performance issues. They are about those with their peers or self-harm issues which are at a rise in the school days. Then I also deal with anxiety concerns and stress related issues. Also, relationship issues are what I'm dealing with. So, that again, primarily in the young adulthood, because they are more into this, teenagers more into all of those relationships, and they do not have a pure understanding of what they are into, how do they have to go about it. So I
Yes.
just guide them through with the different techniques, some which we have learned through ICHR's coaching methods, and some that of my own as a psychologist. Because as a psychologist, you actually begin by learning slow and you learn in the end a lot many techniques, some by your own efforts, some by the efforts of your universities. So that's what
True.
I'm dealing with, apart from corporate training.
Okay. So you also do the corporate training.
Yes. So I'm in for webinars
Hmm.
as of now, but otherwise for live workshops, which I develop and I execute. because that again is one of my fortes. So those are mostly on stress related issues and mindfulness. Again, because mindfulness is something I'm wanting to specialize as a part of me. I'm trying to practice it more and more. So not only the Indian perspective or the Western one, an inclusive perspective of the both of them. And I'm studying more and more about it because still nowhere in the lines of a mindful person, I believe. I'm yet to be on that lane.
Wow. So when you say that that is Western and Indian, so what is the difference then?
So, the Western perspective is a little different from Indian because the Indian perspective is based on the Buddhist perspective of meditation.
Hmm.
And when it comes to the Western, it has been actually derived from various other people who have been practicing mindfulness as a practice in their routine lives. So, when it comes to mindfulness, it is not about practicing it only when you're sitting down to meditate, but it is also being meditative and mindful in every other activity that you do. So, what we say in the Western perspective is that you become more aware of yourself on purpose, and that is non judgmentally. So, you do not try to focus on anything from the past or the future, but you try to be more affirmative and more aware of yourself in the very present moment. When it is about the very present moment, it could be you having some food, some drink, it could be you walking, it could you be reading and doing some other activity. We are humans and our minds are wanderers, so we do not actually stay stable at one point of time into the thoughts that we need to
Right.
focus. But we wander, even if you're working, even if you're studying, or even if you're attending somebody else's show or interview or anything for that matter, your mind is bound to wander. And it will wander either over the past or the future, of course, because at that present moment, you're doing a task already. So when it
Right.
wanders, it goes back into the past or it thinks about the future, and you bring it back, acknowledging and accepting that there was a thought that was wandering in your mind. And then you bring your focus back to your breath, which is where we start becoming mindful from. And you bring your focus back on your own awareness, become aware of yourself. That is mindfulness. And you can do it literally anywhere, anytime, without completely being in one different position and letting people know. And people won't know that you're being mindful, but you will be mindful.
Wow. So when you said that we are doing something and we are in something in the other world, so I would actually feel that right now.
Yes, that happens, it is merely said and that is done. Because if you right now also try to completely, Sanjana, you might be occupied in various activities, some things
Hmm.
that you just did throughout your day and in the past journey, and some things that you have to do tomorrow. You
Hmm.
might wander towards the past events or the future ones कि उसमें कुछ गलत कर दिया, I would have corrected, and something that you want to do in the very next days or the very next moment after this interview is over. So when
Yes.
that is happening and you are able to bring back your focus in this moment right now, that is being mindful. And definitely it takes practice, it takes effort.
Hmm.
You have to be willing to do it.
True.
Likewise, that
True.
we are willing to do any activity in IHR's cognitive hypnotic coaching process. If the person who has come to us is not willing to work on their goals, on their problems, on their present concerns, we are not able to. We're not able to
Hmm.
take them into hypnotic part. We are not able to cognitively help them. Likewise,
Right.
mindfulness is something you have to be taking the initiative from within, from your own selves. That call has to come from within, that yes, I need
Right.
some help now. It is also connected to uh, stress reducing activities. It is also connected to CBT. So there is mindfulness based stress
Hmm.
reduction activities and exercises, and they're also for mindfulness based cognitive therapy. So those are also the roots where it is coming from. And it has actually proved to help clients reduce their
Wow.
stresses, balance their chemicals, because when you're actually not focusing on the part which was behind, you're not stressing upon it, not focusing on the part which is yet to come and hasn't yet come, but you're pondering on it. You are balanced. Your thoughts are in the current moment.
Beautiful explanation. Thank you. My
You're
next
welcome.
question is different approaches that you use.
Okay, so one is the mindfulness-based approaches, whichever I've learned by far on practice and on knowing. There are various approaches. And then I use CBT, the most common one. Also, the cognitive techniques that we've learned in the ICHR's process till the cognitive hypnotic coaching part, because I'm yet to do the psychotherapy training. And
Hmm.
I try to use GBT also. It is also something coming from mindfulness based practices, something which is connected. So the parts which I know and which work for some of the clients I use. But when it comes to cognitive hypnotic coaching, I really find the tools very helpful because believe that when it is even mindfulness, but you incorporate the
Hmm.
techniques of cognitive hypnotic coaching in that, you are
Hmm.
actually able to fuse them together and bring out a very beautiful concept which in return helps your clients. So something that you're not able to
Yeah.
put in word and specify. Suppose there
Hmm.
is a when then statement that we use, right?
Hmm.
So the
So
when
can
then
you tell what is
statement.
Win-Win?
Okay, so when then is a statement in which you ask the client of a problem statement to be formed, and you
Hmm.
also ask the client to form of a statement which they want to achieve. So my
Hmm.
problem could be when I am running in the park, I feel
Hmm.
anxious and I feel short of breath. And
Hmm.
but what I feel is to be added by after the then part. So this is something we really need to explain our clients because वो जब flow में लिखते हैं तो they go on writing anything, they go on thinking anything. So the when
Right.
part is obviously coming that when I'm running.
Hmm.
So I'm running is the
Hmm.
trigger event, the event which we have to
Hmm.
mention or the problem situation which we have to mention. And then
Right.
the then part is what happens then, whatever is
Hmm.
taking place then, which needs to be resolved or dealt with. Now, when I ask the client to form of the statement, which is a solution oriented statement, this
Hmm.
statement is going to help the client in a way that when he or she recalls it for, let's say, 10 days, for numerous times, repeating to himself
Hmm.
day in and day out, this statement is somewhere down the line going to impact your subconscious mind. I'll tell you how. So now the when then statement, which is the solution oriented statement, becomes when
Hmm.
I am running, then I realize I am calm, or then I realize that I have enough breath, I can breathe well. Like I said, feel shortness of breath. Right. So this is
Wow.
the solution oriented statement which has to come from within the client. It should resonate with the client's mind. So when the statement has formed, I have to ask the client to repeat it to himself or herself for at least 3 to 5 times and see if each and every word resonates and each and every word has the very same meaning to the client, which he or she means by that he is facing and he does not want to face this problem now. Now, when we have a statement which is resonating with the client's mind, we know it will work for his mind. Now,
Right.
when the client is repeating this statement with himself day in and day out, your mind is like note memorizing it. So when we have to
Hmm.
literally theory memorize our brains, when we have to prepare for an exam, what do? We just walk and talk the theory. We just sit and talk the theory. We just tell it to ourselves
Right.
n number of times, and then it is note
Hmm.
memory. And your subconscious mind reacts to what you put into it, whatever
Right.
information you put into it. If you tell your mind in numerous times that when I run, I have a shortness of breath, no matter if the
Hmm.
breath is not getting short by the nature's default method, but it will
Hmm.
feel short. You will feel it even if you're breathing well. The reason being you've put it into your mind and your mind is bound to react that way. But when you repeat the solution oriented statement n number of
Hmm.
times and it has not memorized, now you might not need to repeat it really, really often, but you should repeat it on a regular basis again. And so it works for many cases. So it really resolves some of the problems. And besides this technique, which is very impactful and very helpful and working for many
Hmm.
of my clients as well, I
Hmm.
use mindfulness in integration only. So this technique also sometimes I literally get the client to the imagination mode. for those for who the imagination is possible. And this is not
Wow.
memorized. So meanwhile, they are just feeling calm and relaxed. I ask them to
Hmm.
repeat this to themselves for at least 5 times. And
Wow.
uh, so, yeah, this is a part of it. And then it becomes a little easy because you've already recalled it
Hmm.
in a relaxed mode. Now, when you have to
Hmm.
recall it in your normal, I mean, it could be
Hmm.
anxious normal, it could be calm normal, then you're able to do it.
Right. So I've also heard that Nitin sir saying कि whenever you hear the word जोर से बोलो. So it's constant that Jai Mata Di.
जय माता
So
दी या
yes.
तो
So
वो
the when then
जवाब आना चाहिए.
हाँ
हाँ, तो जब मैं
हाँ
व्हेन आई एम रनिंग बोलूं तो मुझे याद आना चाहिए कि आई फील काम while running. Or
right
even though I
right.
feel energetic, whatever word is
Hmm.
coming from the client's own mind, it
Hmm.
should
Hmm.
automatically be there. And
Right.
that's what we want to do.
Hmm. So it works like that.
Yes, it works like that. And also there is if then which works like that. Again,
Okay.
if I do this, then this will
Hmm.
happen. So it is a very similar
Hmm.
method and works for
Hmm.
some scenarios, some cases with the clients. Ki if I do not do this on time, then this will
Hmm.
happen. For example, to change a behavioral pattern, कि मैं time से सोता ही नहीं हूँ, and I
Hmm.
ask you to tell your mind that if I do not sleep on time, then I might wake up late in the morning. And might wake up late in the morning के साथ पूरा दिन connected है, and the meaning is
Hmm.
clarified in your mind. Then it will work for you, and you will end up waking early, and you will end up sleeping early. So that's how powerful these tools are, and they only work even by the saying of it. It also works when you're doing it only on the cognitive self. So, though we practice
Hmm.
hypnotic techniques and into the hypnotic sense, but even if you're
Hmm.
not doing it in the hypnotic trance method, they work.
I remember you telling me to start with the when then statement because when I was
Yes.
having the schedule issue, so you had told me कि whenever you waste your time, you will realize, and then you asked me कि what do you want the
Yeah.
statement to? So I said that I have to
Yes.
work on. So I remember that one, and it actually worked.
Wow. See, it actually worked. I have a live example over here. Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is that how do you use CHCP techniques in your own practice?
So this was one, when then was one part, and if then was the other part
Hmm.
that I use in my personal practice. So it really helps with
Hmm.
those people who are actually getting deviated from their goals also. For
Hmm.
someone who has just decided to meet one of their goals, which they've literally probably wrote with specification, yes, this is measurable and this is achievable in this frame of
Hmm.
time, but they are not able to follow a set pattern of routine for whatever
Hmm.
one reason. And there could be multiple problems, there could not be just one problem. For that, we
Hmm.
also have other techniques which are right now not practicable, I believe, because some techniques literally involve the person to be in a physical space around you, like reframing.
Hmm.
And there's
Right.
anchoring technique, wherein you actually
Hmm.
put into the mind of the individual or the client a solution
Hmm.
oriented approach or the routine that the client himself or herself wants to follow but is not able to follow because of hindrances. So you also ask the client to tell their hindrances which they are feeling in accomplishing a task. So when then works here on realizing this thing that I do and I am not able to do, I can change
Hmm.
my behavior, I can change my routine pattern, and I can actually lead to what I want. So when the client comes
Right.
up with his self
Hmm.
that this is what I want, it is easy to, form the when then. Then there is soft C technique for goal setting. For goal
So
setting,
can
we
you
can really
explain?
use
Hmm. So can you
soft
explain?
C.
See, yes.
Okay, so a very powerful technique indeed. And iCharge has
Hmm.
also taken out the certification process for the soft C, which is
Yes.
wonderful because those who have not learned soft C and can get certified for practicing soft C on their clients, it is great. And it
It's a
is
life
not only great
coach.
certification, yeah, soft C life coach
Yes.
certification. So
Yes.
not only for those who are
Hmm.
clients to us, but for our own
Hmm.
selves. So if I have literally led out of having a workout routine, or
Hmm.
the way I wanted to achieve my goal. If I'm far away from my goal, I literally sit
Hmm.
down and ask myself, what is my current situation? So S stands
Okay.
for the current situation.
Hmm.
O stands for the outcome that I really want to achieve. And
Hmm.
when I write the situation, it could be that I feel such
Hmm.
and such a way about such a situation
Hmm.
when. So, for example, I feel anxious about talking to people when in a group of more than this number of people. So, that is my situation right now. That is my
Hmm.
problematic situation. And my goal or my outcome that I want to achieve is that I wish to be confident in the given situation, that when there are 10 or more people or a huge group of people around, I can be confident and speak to them. I can feel confident about speaking to them. So this is an example that I'm giving you on
Yes,
the
yes.
basis of which soft C works. So when we
Hmm.
come to the F part, it is about future. What do you want to
Hmm.
do in the future? And this has to be really sensory. When we ask the clients to write it, they can go on writing a number of pages about it. Of course, n number does not have to mean that it is endless a book. Obviously, nobody is going to write that way. And ज़्यादा detail में goal होना भी नहीं चाहिए. But it has to be so
Hmm.
detailed that in 4 to 5 pages, what you write is based on your
Hmm.
sensory experience, what you will feel,
So
what you
sensory
will live,
experience. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
what you feel, what you
Hmm.
hear, what you see, what you talk, what you eat, and what you taste, if you get any
Hmm.
smell in that area, of course. So when it is about future, it starts from the
Hmm.
moment you rise up in the morning in your future day, in your future as the present, and you write it in the
Hmm.
present sense. So in the futures, perhaps you're getting up at one point of time, you get up 7 a.m. and then you bathe and then you meditate and then you eat, what clothes you wear, what shower gel do you use, you could specify that. So anything and
Wow.
everything that you could literally specify in your future, because your the
Hmm.
mind of the client has to get into that detail, and it is really
Hmm.
difficult to be explained to them that you have to actually get into detail and realize
Hmm.
what you want, what at the end of
Right.
the day is the satisfaction that you want to have when you have achieved
Hmm.
your goal, when you are in the present of having achieved your goal. Only then is the client going to be able to specify it in much detail. And then will the client also realize that these are some things, some elements which I do not actually want, but मैं तो सोच के बैठी हूँ या बैठा हूँ कि मुझे ये चाहिए, और ये गोल के साथ तो ये कनेक्टेड ही नहीं है. I do not want this to be a part of my future. So
Right.
when you sit down and when you start imagining
Hmm.
and realizing that this is what I want to be my future, in the
Hmm.
future's present,
Hmm.
you realize कि यही चाहिए और ये नहीं चाहिए. And you might actually cut
Wow.
down some things and edit. You have to be time specific. You have to be specific about each and every element involved in that
Wow.
future. Then you move on to the tasks. So T stands for the
Hmm.
tasks. The tasks now
Hmm.
involve all those tasks that you will need to do in order to achieve this future, which is
Hmm.
actually wanted by you. This will also involve the hindrances which are coming in achieving the task and the
Okay.
emotions which are involved when you are trying to achieve the task. What are you feeling when you're wanting to achieve the task and you're having an hindrance?
Hmm.
So you write about that in detail, and this helps the clients be able to actually achieve this task. एंड हमारा
Wow.
फ्यूचर लिखा हुआ है, अभी हम टास्क लिख रहे हैं, हिंड्रेंसेस लिख रहे हैं,
Hmm.
इमोशंस लिख रहे हैं. देन वी कम टू द सजेशन पार्ट. नाउ दिस इज डन इन a
Hmm.
hypnotic state. So as a
Okay.
moderator or a mediator, I will be doing it for the client. I'll be suggesting,
Hmm.
but the story, the suggestion has to be of the client's own. And this is
Okay.
what I'll be repeating to the clients. It has to be the client's personal, precise, present, possible, positive, and practiced story. So nothing
Okay.
apart from all these 6 P's has to be there in the client's story of the
Hmm.
future of himself. So that future the client could imagine as a dream, that this is what I want to
Hmm.
live, and then write it. And when you sit down to write, being in that process of actually imagining it in the right manner, you first make the client do it in front of you so that he begins writing the right and you can correct him where he or she is wrong. And then they can do it completely back home also. That's how we practice in IHRs. So
So
then
the
comes
right
the
and wrong
E.
is they are both.
Right and wrong is only when they are writing vague. There is no right and wrong as long as it is their personal. The right and wrong is only that we also, if somebody tells us to write our future, might end up writing कि मुझे ये कार चाहिए, मुझे ये बंगलो चाहिए, मुझे ये वाली achievement चाहिए, मुझे यहाँ जाके research publish करनी है, and these clothes I want to wear. But is it actually coming by natural कि हमें यही कपड़े पहने, यही earrings मैंने पहने होंगे? नहीं. सो वो उस इमेजिनेशन के जोन में लेके जाना पड़ता है इन एवरी डिटेल कि आपको हर एक डिटेल को स्पेसिफाई करना, आपका रूटीन क्या होगा, आप क्या फॉलो करोगे, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली आप एक कोई भी रूटीन फॉलो कर रहे हो विच इज लीडिंग यू टू प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन एंड नॉट अचीविंग योर गोल possibly, then how will you achieve your goal or the future movement following the very same pattern? So you have to think of that pattern also of behavior that you're going to follow in order to achieve your future task or goal. Then we come to evaluate. Now, evaluation involves repeating, rehearsing, and rechecking the situation or the complete future story that you have written. And this has to be done by the client. So the client does it on its own. Okay. Then we
So
have
I'll be
tasks.
checking कि I'll be checking कि
Say,
ये भी किया है कि ये नहीं किया है वैसे.
ha. Does it happen when you write, supposingly, a paragraph of your experience, and when you reread it? Suppose for me, what happens is when I have to post something online, suppose a blog post, and when it comes to my mind, I just put it on paper rather than putting it onto a Word document or the notes in my phone. And then when I actually go ahead from copying from the paper to the screen, I end up writing a different word for some cases, or I end up changing the whole sentence. So
I
it
feel.
is rehearsing, it is rechecking, it is rereading. And when that is involved, you may want to change a few things. And then, suppose आपने दो बार कर लिया वो read, recheck, rehearse, और आपको realize हुआ कि हाँ, now I do not want to change anything. तो ask the client back, अब पक्का है, अब change नहीं करना है, reread कर लिया, read it for the last time. And when the client says कि हाँ अब perfect लग रहा है, so then you can go ahead with it. Now you assign tasks. So the tasks have to be the client's tasks which he or she is ready to commit on a scale of 1 to 10 to do. So these could be at least the 8 tasks, and they have to be on a range of 8 at least on a scale of 1 to 10 कि हाँ ये tasks मैं 8 scale तक तो जरूर कर लूंगा, मतलब I'm willing to do them और मुझे पता है कि I will be able to do it. So this is the soft C.
Wow. Thank you for this beautiful explanation.
You're welcome. And so we have to actually, as a coach, suggest the client the story, then that is in the hypnotic state. So the story is somewhere in the client's mind as a dream or as a memory of himself and fixed in his mind. The client can now listen to the suggested story of himself, of his own, which has been written by the client. And as it is memorized and more memorized, the client can also listen to the recording of the story. So, like I said, when you repeat the when then statement, it is memorized, just like note memorized. Same goes with the very future also. And so you have to be able to do that, doing the task, and you're able to do the tasks now because you have become more, let's say, goal oriented towards achieving your goal to succeed.
Wow. So you send the recordings to the client that this is going to be your future. So like whatever future they have, so the recording
Yeah,
of it. That
yes. So when
they listen to it. Huh.
Yes, they listen to it when they feel that they need to memorize it or they need to do it. So, suggested by me is that you listen to it at least once a week or twice a week. In the beginning, you should listen it more often, and then it could be on a reduced rate of listening. And the recording is done on telling the client when we are actually putting the client in the hypnotic state, and repeating the story to the client. So when the whole story is repeated to the client
Hmm.
and the session has taken place for him or her in the hypnotic state, the recording can be sent to him. And we can also do it on ourselves when
Hmm.
we have got trained by IHRs कि हम ये कर सकते हैं. So we can do it for
Hmm.
ourselves also.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Ramneen, what are the
So
challenges that you have faced? Yes, you were
yeah,
saying something.
I was actually recalled of the circle of excellence that we learned in
Okay.
IHRs. That is also
So
very
can you
effective.
explain
That is also
what is a circle of excellence?
yes. So I'll explain with my own example. Circle of
Sure.
excellence is some
Hmm.
circle that you create around your own aura, and
Hmm.
imagine this state you want to be in. So actually, it is done in a practical physical setting. I'll not be completely able to explain the process, but I'll tell you how it helps you. So when you have a circle of excellence around you, and that is where you're standing in your current situation, and then in a future day where you want to be performing your level best. That's where I did it for myself. And in that circle of excellence, I
Hmm.
imagined myself wearing what I wanted to, what color I wanted to. So it again has to be sensory specific. What
Hmm.
voices I'll be hearing from people, what I will be doing, what I will be saying, what I'll be wearing, how will I be looking, and what will I have on my mind. So everything. And you step out of that circle of excellence and then get back into it. And imagine yourself in the very same state that you're wanting to be in. And when you are able to feel coming back into that circle, that you are able to feel the sense of what you want in a future day. Suppose that future day for me is a day of a presentation,
Hmm.
which is very important for me. And I'm able to get
Right.
back into this circle now and feel that
Hmm.
space, that aura of people being around me, and the day of my presentation. And I'm able to contain that feeling of confidence also, which is the primary emotion which I want to arise for that future day. So now the circle of excellence is carrying that
Hmm.
emotion of suppose strength and confidence for me. Now, when the conduction has been done on me for the circle of excellence, I've created this circle of excellence for me. I can literally virtually wrap it up this circle which has been created by
Hmm.
me and put it in my pocket. And whenever I need it, it is in my pocket. And so this is now the final day of my presentation. I'll take this circle of excellence out
Hmm.
of my pocket, put it around me, and I'm
And
confident
put it
again.
there.
Yes, yes. So
Wow.
after I'm done, I'll put it back again in my pocket. So that's how amazing it is.
अच्छा वहाँ पे छोड़ना नहीं है उसको.
हाँ, छोड़ना है नहीं है वापस अपने पास रख लेना बिकॉज आई वांट टू फील कॉन्फिडेंट अगेन. Many of the techniques in CHCP are, relatable to that of mindfulness also, because mindfulness
Hmm.
actually involves you imagining. And when you talk
Right.
about imagining, when you have a strong sense of
Hmm.
imagination, it is not for everyone, right?
Hmm.
And imagining in all five
Right.
senses is also not an easy go for everyone. But on efforts, it
Hmm.
comes, like I said, it comes on practice. It is very
Hmm.
beautiful that the techniques, some of our CHCP techniques also involve mindfulness parts. So some of the scripts are like
Hmm.
similar. So it becomes easier for me to practice and more involving of my own, techniques and my inputs that हाँ ये भी कर सकते हैं, ये भी कर सकते हैं. So it's beautiful.
So the mindfulness techniques that you use personally and that was in CHCP. So can you tell us that what are those, if you could?
I spoke about circle of excellence, so it is somewhere like
Hmm.
that only.
Hmm.
CHCP, we make the person do it standing physically. In mindfulness, we may not
Hmm.
require that. We do the body relaxation from the top of the head to
Hmm.
the bottom of the feet in CHCP,
Hmm.
right? Similar
Right.
technique we
Right.
have in mindfulness. So there is a body scan
Hmm.
here. Although
Hmm.
it depends where we begin from. We might begin from the feet and we might begin from the top of the head. That depends.
Hmm.
But it is really similar in mindfulness again. We start from focusing on our breathing when we take the client into hypnotic state. Same goes with mindfulness. So that is primarily the method we start from in order to focus on ourselves, focus on breathing. So in mindfulness, there is also this box breathing exercise. So you breathe,
Hmm.
you breathe in, and you count from 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4, 3, 2, 1. Usually it is backwards, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you have to hold your breath for those 4 seconds. And when you release after the first count, you
Hmm.
release and then you hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a longer process for about 6, 7 minutes, and this also works
Hmm.
wonderful. It literally relaxes the mind and the body. And so happens with the CHCP techniques. So, which is why I find them
Hmm.
similar. And actually, I'm not able to recapitulate. There is one very beautiful technique which is very
Hmm.
similar to that of CHCP and very similar to that of mindfulness. Since I did not really
Hmm.
practice it, I do not recall. But these are beautiful techniques. So, body scan in mindfulness and relaxation techniques in CHCP are very, very similar. They are completely similar.
Wow. So my next question to you is that what are the challenges that you have faced before learning CHCP?
So, before learning CHCP, when you have short of these techniques which are metaphorical, and a few of like we use a term when and we use a word then, and we
Hmm.
connect these to form a complete statement, which is a problem statement. When we did not
Hmm.
know to do that in the cognitive therapy, but we simply asked the
Hmm.
client to put it in front of us, हमने when और then पे emphasize नहीं किया था, because we were not really clear कि हम ये भी कर सकते हैं. मतलब एक add
Right.
on जैसे created है when we are
Hmm.
using CHCP. Then it was also
Hmm.
difficult for relationship issues, because why is my boyfriend behaving in this way? ऐसा क्या reason है उसके पास मुझे time नहीं देने का? So many other things when it comes to relationships. Ki I'm giving in my 100% when I want to rest. He wants to work, this and that. So many different other things with many people. But when you explain them
Hmm.
the model of relationships, when you explain them the theory of relationships,
Hmm.
why is your partner behaving in such a way? What kind of personality does he have? How has he
Hmm.
got his mindset, and how have you got his mindset? And how it may vary based on the model learned in CHCP. It really helps
Hmm.
put forward the clarification and specific details that probably when
Hmm.
you are wanting a hug, your partner is not wanting one, and maybe when you are crying you want space, but your partner does not want
Hmm.
to get the space when he or she is crying, but he or she wants more
Right.
comfort. So it varies for two
Right.
different individuals, right? And then
Right.
you can actually explain this to the client, and the client knows now that okay, since my partner is crying, I need to give him space, or I need to give him warmth to be better.
Hmm.
So now, when the person knows, the person who has come up with his or
Hmm.
her problem knows how to
Hmm.
react in a given situation, it becomes
Hmm.
better for the person to deal. And then all those stages, the honeymoon stage, the plateau state. Plateau stage is where
Hmm.
most clients have an issue. Resolving the
Hmm.
issues and containing themselves कि इतना सब कुछ अच्छा था,
Hmm.
everything was on the seventh sky. Why has it come to an end? Or why is my partner now
Right.
behaving in a manner which is completely different
Hmm.
than usual, different than before? She's
Hmm.
not involved in me more than she or he was earlier. Rather, it has reduced to an extent. So why is
Hmm.
it so? But when you put it in front that this is how the patterns change of behavior,
Hmm.
and this is how you can stabilize and make peace with your partner, then it
Hmm.
becomes easier for them. Also, some cases which I have dealt with of relationship issues. So this is one of the
Hmm.
cases of mine. So this person has had a boyfriend for very long, and now she's having a different one. And these
Hmm.
relationships end up becoming toxic also. So when it has become
Right.
toxic, you need to give it an end. And when you
Hmm.
are getting into the chain pattern of getting into more and more of them just for your own comfort, and somebody is
Hmm.
there to soothe you or motivate you.
Hmm.
Motivation is also a reason, you seek motivation from your partners in charge right now. So when you
Right.
then put forward the client, ki, this is a relationship pattern. And you,
Hmm.
for example, in some cases need to work on your goals in your life right now than focusing on your
Hmm.
relationship. This happens in teenagers and the young adults who've just begun their ages of young adulthood.
Hmm.
There you can actually practice goal setting. So I've used SoftC with one of my clients, and what has happened is
Hmm.
now the client has realized that all this which is happening around me is just adding more to my dump head, and it is creating more
Hmm.
of a junkyard, and I do not want that. But
Okay.
what I want is my goal to be achieved. So why not
Hmm.
I better work on achieving my goal and becoming a successful person on myself? So now
Uh,
relationships and friendships which are actually not helping this person are on the side,
hmm.
but the
Hmm.
goals are in place. So when the time
Wow.
is right, you will
Hmm.
actually focus on the relationships and in a more mindful way, understanding the pattern of
Hmm.
relationships, the history and theory of relationships. But
Hmm.
the current scenario is that you focus on your own goal. So goal setting again, soft C is what I'm using.
Hmm.
So that's how it is better in a dealing manner now than before. And then when you give
Hmm.
affirmations, why do you give affirmations? Why do you ask
Hmm.
me to be mindful? Why do you ask me to
Hmm.
practice if then and when then, which we did not have earlier? When we did not have this earlier, तो वो statement एक बनाना कितनी भी specific हो जाए, वेग हो जाता था फॉर क्लाइंट कि अब ये स्टेटमेंट
Right.
वर्क नहीं कर रही, मैं इसको चेंज करूं, कैसे चेंज करूं? पर अब व्हेन
Hmm.
और देन जब फिक्स्ड है एक
Hmm.
जगह पे, इफ और देन जब फिक्स्ड है एक जगह पे, तो यू नो कि
Hmm.
हाँ दिस इज द पैटर्न दैट हैज टू बी फॉलोड, एंड व्हेन इट रेजोनेट्स विद मी I
Hmm.
will do it. And I know that my mind is not memorizing and working with it. So it is easy, even for performance cases, for where
Hmm.
you're not able to concentrate. Earlier, it was difficult asking the child to do not watch TV at this time, just try to focus, do
Hmm.
this to focus, add this stimuli to focus. But now,
Hmm.
when and then, and then, if I do not do my homework, my mom will scold me. Works for some children.
So,
And if I do my homework, I will get a candy or my
chocolates.
favorite food item. And obviously, here this is a different scenario. It works for school students also, mostly for
Hmm.
school students only who are not yet very, very mature. And but
Hmm.
the maturity is coming at an early age these days. So which is why
Right.
self harm
Right.
cases are also there. And for
Hmm.
self harm also it works. जब आपने बोला एक स्टूडेंट को कि आप सेल्फ हार्म नहीं करोगे, क्यों
Hmm.
नहीं करोगी, उसको काउंसलिंग मेथड से टेक्निक से अच्छे से समझा दिया, बट ऐसा
Hmm.
क्या ट्रिगर हो जो क्लाइंट को बताए कि जब मैं करने के लिए हाथ उठाऊं कहीं भी
Hmm.
सेल्फ हार्म, तो ऐसा क्या हो जो
Hmm.
मैं रुक जाऊं? So this is a more serious concern and it takes more and more time. So you also have to involve the hypnotic process,
Hmm.
I believe. But yet, if you memorize help the client memorize when then statement, when I pick a tool to harm myself, then I realize I have goals in front of me which are important. This is a very vague
Right.
statement. The statement has to be very, very specific, has to
Hmm.
have two, three words which are very specific. And this word,
Hmm.
for example, then I realize my mom needs me. So my mom needs me because she's ailing, because she needs somebody to help her. She cries most
Hmm.
of the time. Whatever is the current scenario. So my mom needs me. अब mom क्या है आपके लिए क्या importance रखती हैं and why
Hmm.
she needs you, it has to be defined for you. So anything which is defined in a very clear manner for the client works.
Hmm. So the when then statement is like trigger भी है और आपका outcome भी है.
हाँ. So you have this trigger when you are beginning to do a
Hmm.
situation or a task which is harmful to you. So it becomes like a
Hmm.
mantra.
Right.
Like Mamta ma'am, when she taught us, she told us it's like a mantra. If then is like a mantra. And it actually is like a mantra. And in
Yeah.
mindfulness also, we have mantras. Like there is one mantra
Hmm.
in mindfulness which we use for actually reinculcating some skills in therapy.
Hmm. So when Nitin sir had taught us about the when then he told us that this only कि जोर से बोलो, so we all said जय माता दी. So
Yes,
this is
yes,
why
yes.
we
That's
are
how
an
they teach.
example.
Yeah. It is so familiarizing, no?
Yes, and even I tell all my clients this only कि आप जब भी सुनते हो जोर से बोलो. So they're like जय माता दी and they start laughing.
So that is also part to make some clients laugh. और जो
Right.
सबके लिए वर्क नहीं करता, जो बहुत सीरियस होते हैं उनके लिए नहीं
Uh,
वर्क करता है।
so Sridhar has asked a question that in current situation, I tried taking hypnotherapy sessions, but through online session, the client doesn't get in on the receptive mode as they do in the real. Can you give some tips to make it successful through this situation too?
Well, I'm actually not practicing hypnotherapy on my own selves too, through online sessions, because uh, in fact, in one of the sessions, Nitin sir and Mamta ma'am talked about it. It is really a challenging task. Reason being, there are bound to be network connection issues, and the
Hmm.
client may not actually receive your inputs, and you may not really know completely. And if the connection runs out, how are you going to give the suggestions to the client? So I've not done it, and hence I will not be able to suggest you something that why the client is not receiving it. Rather, what I feel is if it is something on a surface level or on a cognitive level, that is
Hmm.
something which can be dealt in a cognitive manner, try and
Hmm.
ask the client to memorize it when he or she goes to bed. Because when you go to bed with a thought, that stays with you, stays with your
Hmm.
mind for a longer duration of time. That's what I feel. So you can try using this instead of hypnotic state. That's what
Hmm.
I feel, because hypnotic state is a risky method when you're doing it online. A little
Right.
risky method, especially for the new clients.
Right. So when I take online sessions in this situations currently, so what I involve is that anchoring some metaphor techniques, then the when then
Hmm.
statements, so that
Yes, same.
it helps. It at least
Yes,
helps.
yes, absolutely. And I tell
And the
my clients
softy
to
one is
spec-
the softy one is
yeah, it is them.
hmm. Yes. So you were saying
Yes,
something.
yes. Yeah, I ask my clients to specifically take this statement to their bed, keep it on their
Hmm.
phone, save it as their screen picture, the background image on their screen, so that whenever they are opening their mobile phones, also they are reading the statement again. And
Hmm.
in mindfulness, there is a technique. You keep a small stone in your pocket. So, stone could be any other thing for you. It could be a piece of paper which is crushed, or it could be anything like an earring for a girl, for another person. It could be a small piece of a fancy eraser, could be anything
Hmm.
depending on the person's choices, which is in your pocket all the time, or something that is on your phone screen all the time and makes you recall that you have to now recall and repeat the statement to yourself. So I specifically also ask the clients to take it to their bed, because when you take something to
Hmm.
your bed, when if you have noticed, suppose you're going to sleep and you're telling yourselves कि कल तो बहुत ही खराब दिन होगा, you will notice कि you're feeling खराब the other day जबकि सारा कुछ normal है, because आप वही सोच
Huh.
के सोए थे. So some
Right.
statement which you're carrying to your bed and
Hmm.
repeating it, then it is actually
Hmm.
going to leave an impact on your mind and body the other day, because something
Right.
that is revolving in your mind all night without any other interference, most likely, if
Hmm.
you're sleeping a calm sleep in a calm
Right.
manner. So taking it to the bed makes it easily rememberable.
So hope Sridhar that we have answered your question that you can use metaphor techniques, you can use NLP anchoring and the when then statements that we have discussed earlier and other techniques as well. So Ramit, my next question is um, how important is it for other psychologists and people from your field to know about CHC?
So I believe, as far as it is concerned with the field of mental health, it is very, very important to know CHCP, because CHCP is not only hypnotic technique or an NLP technique, it is an integration of many techniques which have been incorporated. If I say
Hmm.
many, it may not be the right word though. So we have CBT, we have NLP, we have cognitive behavioral therapy, we have some parts of mindfulness also incorporated into the techniques of CHCP, which makes it an eclectic approach which is easily approachable to one's mind. So when your clients are
Right.
coming to you in today's era, in today's times, something which they are listening to is not sounding vague. इट इज
Hmm.
नॉट साउंडिंग लाइक एक स्टेटमेंट बनाओ और उसको रियलाइज करो, उसको रिकॉल करो, या एक अफर्मेशन बनाओ उसको रिकॉल करते रहो, बट आप अपने
Hmm.
सामने बैठा के एक स्पेसिफिक एक सेंसरी स्टेटमेंट बनवा रहे हो. And when you're
Hmm.
doing that, the client also knows, yes, we are in some direction कि हमें help होगा, because ये कुछ specific है, कुछ vague sound नहीं कर रहा है, कोई बैठ के हमें motivational theory नहीं सुनाने वाला. Right?
Right.
We're not motivational speakers. We are practical experts, and we are coaching people to help their own selves in different ways suitable for different individuals. So through CHCP, the techniques become more specific, the methods of explaining become more practical and more logical. And I think logic
Hmm.
is what we are all seeking, right? So it
Right.
is more of an add-on to what we prerequisitely know and what we have
Hmm.
learned as psychologists. And I would recommend the budding psychologists who are in their masters. I think the masters is the criteria where we can enroll in CHCP,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
begin it ASAP. I recommended my sister who's doing masters. I recommended two of my other friends. In fact,
Hmm.
anyone who I've spoken to in the field of mental health who's just progressing and in
Hmm.
their professional fields, or even they are in their masters, I tell them right away, when you've done everything and when you have good enough time for yourself, please indulge into CHCP. Please go to iCharts. Please learn this because it is very essential. I would say कोई
Hmm.
सिर्फ सॉफ्ट सी लाइफ कोचिंग सर्टिफिकेशन भी ले लेना, उसकी दुनिया सुधर
Hmm.
जाएगी, उसकी लाइफ में कुछ चेंज आ जाएगा, क्लाइंट्स को डील
True.
करने में एक इजी मेथड आ जाएगा. बट प्रॉब्लम ये है, जो हमारे लिए बहुत
Hmm.
अच्छी बात है, कि कोई सॉफ्ट चीज सीखेगा उसको होगा कि और भी टेक्निक सीख लेता हूँ, बिकॉज देयर इज ह्यूज नंबर ऑफ टेक्निक्स व्हिच आर यूजफुल,
Hmm.
राइट?
So it's like
एंड
all
व्हाट
give
आर यू
all
वांटिंग? Yes, you get
Hmm.
one platter and उसमें सब कुछ है जो which is all you need, because
Right.
you are learning NLP here, you are becoming an
Hmm.
NLP coach, you're becoming a CBT coach, you're becoming life coach, you're becoming a hypnotic coach. What else do you need? So for me also, when I joined the iCharts back in some time, I
Hmm.
I had this point in mind. I want to do something which is an integrated approach, which makes me self-sufficient and able to deal with my clients more effectively. I wanted to learn NLP. I already had learned CBT though. I wanted to
Hmm.
learn NLP and hypnotherapy. I had no better
Hmm.
place in iCharts.
True. So, Ramneet, can you tell us that how has CSCP helped you in your personal life?
So in my personal life, when it comes to CHCP, I had uh, been for a long while. I still am, but then I was in an overextent, a little of an OCD person. So when it
Okay.
comes to me saying OCD person, I should not say that. I will not say that to any of my clients. And
Hmm.
in CHCP, the best part is you do not label, you do not mention that this is what you're going through. Anxiety is what you're going through. You do not mention that. It is only what comes through the client's own mouth. We do not label, we do not diagnose, right?
Hmm.
So when I had some signs of obsessions which were turning into compulsions and which were over involving me into the
Hmm.
repetitive activity, कि यहाँ गंदा है तो यहाँ सफाई कर लो, वहाँ गंदा है तो वहाँ सफाई कर लो, और करना ही है, अपने आसपास की जगह को साफ रखना ही है, हाथ बार बार धोने ही है, अगर लगे कि थोड़े से भी जर्म्स लग गए, 5 मिनट भी काम किया तो. I
Hmm.
dealt with myself cognitively कि why are you doing this repetitively? अभी
Hmm.
तो मतलब आई स्टार्टेड गिविंग माई सेल्फ रीजन कि अभी 5 मिनट हुए, यही हाथ लगाया, थोड़ा सा खा भी लोगे तो इतने कोई जर्म्स बॉडी में नहीं जाएंगे जो डाइजेस्टेबल नहीं होंगे,
Hmm.
राइट? सो दैट्स वन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ मी. और अगर कभी बुक्स बेड पर हैं एंड सपोज आई हैव एन एग्जाम द नेक्स्ट डे एंड आई हैव बीन स्टडीइंग ऑल नाइट एंड नाउ डू नॉट हैव एनर्जी टू गेट अप ऑफ माई बेड एंड
Hmm.
पुट माई बुक्स ऑन द टेबल, विच इज अ गुड प्रैक्टिस.
Hmm.
बट अगर 10 दिन में एक बार ऐसा हो भी रहा है कि आप रख नहीं पा रहे हो एंड यू जस्ट वांटिंग
Hmm.
टू फॉल asleep, is there a harm in that? You are overstressing your body to do things which your body is not demanding, something which is ahead of your something which is ahead of your own need, and
Hmm.
excessively खुद को push कर रहे हो. So I started giving myself cognitive reasons at every step, and I improved. So now I'm a normal being. Normal being, which means that अब मैं हर चीज को organize certainly तब तक नहीं करूंगी जब तक वो messy नहीं लगने लगेगा. या एट ऐसे पॉइंट पे नहीं होगा कि बहुत ज्यादा ही स्कैटर्ड है. एंड दैट्स हाउ
Hmm.
यू हैव टू टेल योर माइंड टू डू कि भाई अभी ठीक है, अभी ठीक है, लेट इट बी, लेट
Hmm.
इट बी. एंड जब थोड़ा सा पुश करो ना तो माइंड ऑब्वियसली उस स्टेट पे आ जाता है, बिकॉज माइंड इज
Hmm.
ऑल्सो मशीन विच इज ट्रेन्ड बाय अस ओनली. It is trained
Right.
by us only. Whatever we speak, the way we speak, whether it is positive, whether it is negative, our mind is going to react likewise. And our body takes up the reactions of what our mind inputs. So if I tell
Right.
my mind that you are feeling laggy, even if my
Hmm.
body is 100% active, I will start to feel laggy ultimately because my
Hmm.
mind is starting to react. And it is vice versa also. So
Hmm.
there is one this is one way it helped me deal with my own self in my personal life. Then now I'm married, so I tried to understand the personality of my
Hmm.
husband and my own self. So, for
Wow.
example, I am a physical sexual and he's an emotional sexual. So
And how can
the
you
words
explain?
are the
Hmm.
words are the opposite. I will not explain it in real detail, but
Hmm.
with one example, I will explain it for a little bit. So when I am in my lows and in my
Hmm.
highs, I want my family and my partner to be around me, to share
Hmm.
the happiness or the sorrow with me, and to comfort me in the very same moment, or maybe to be a part of it if I am happy. But for my
Hmm.
partner, he needs space. So
Okay.
if he is in his low, he might need space for
Hmm.
a huge while, and then he's
Hmm.
ready to talk. And then when he's calm and when he's centered, when he's cognitively dealt with his own brain and has
Hmm.
had a good talk in his mind, he's calm and he's ready to talk next. So
Wow.
then is when he'll be willing to explain. But this
Hmm.
is something we do not understand in the very beginning. When you are in a relationship, you
Hmm.
most likely end up marrying a person who's opposite to you. So you may have signs which are parallel and which are similar for both of you, which is why
Hmm.
you may end up being together. But
Hmm.
then the personalities, the things that you want, the ways that you want things to be, might vary and they need to be understood. And when that is understood through the relationship pattern, through
Hmm.
the theory of relationships, there are various signs and uh, that we can identify that this is a physical sexual individual and this is an emotional sexual. And for the clear a little clarity,
Hmm.
emotional sexuals are actually physical human beings in nature and physical sexuals are actually emotional human beings in nature. So when you actually read through it and identify, so you will realize कि ये
Hmm.
तो उल्टा ही लिखा हुआ है, वो उल्टा लिखा ही specifically हुआ है. So
As in?
I am an emotional person.
Hmm.
So I easily get up to the happy things and I easily fall down when I have sorrow or when I feel the other
Huh.
person's pain very easily. I'm very empathetic. But
Hmm.
an but then I'm a physical sexual, so
Hmm.
I'm terming it as physical sexual individual. Though
Hmm.
I feel very emotional and I'm very sensitive on my emotions, and the
Hmm.
other person who is of emotional sexual, he is
Hmm.
not really very empathetic. He may not understand other person's uh, point of view really easily, and even if he does, he may not react to it like I do. So my reactions are going to be worse. My reactions are going to be at its peak, whether I'm happy or whether I'm sad. His reactions
Hmm.
are going to be centered and calm. So he's not going to react into every bit. He's not going to be speaking all the time. I'm a very
Hmm. He's
social
like,
person. He
okay.
might not be really social.
Hmm.
So बट तभी बिकॉज ही इज नॉट वेरी सोशल तो वो तो फिजिकल पर्सन हो गया ना. बट टर्म यहाँ
Right.
पर उल्टा ही है एन इमोशनल पर्सन इज टर्म्ड एज
Hmm.
physical individual more if we understand that in depth. So that's how it is. So he's not talkative, he's an emotional sexual. I am very
Hmm.
talkative,
Hmm.
I'm a physical sexual. No, sorry, ulta bol diya. So he's not very talkative, he's an emotional sexual.
Hmm.
And oh God, this is so confusing. So while explaining, I get confused on my own self. I have to keep that chart in front of me कि मैं ये confused नहीं हो जाऊँ.
It really happens a
हाँ,
lot of
मैंने
time.
नहीं मैंने वैसे ठीक बोल दिया. I realize. नितिन सर देख रहे होंगे तो हंस रहे होंगे बैठ के कि दोनों लड़कियां कर क्या रही हैं.
मेरे स्टूडेंट्स क्या बोल रहे
Right,
हैं? Okay.
right, right.
So Parvini Kaur has said that amazing session. Thank you, ma'am. Sridhar has said thank you. Ravindra has said very nice session. Thank you, everyone. And my last question for you today is that what are your future plans?
Okay, so my future plans are to get into more of corporate training projects. And meanwhile, since I'm not getting into a lot of corporate projects, I'm actually planning to get into PhD. So I'm trying my level best to appear for the exams, and I'm into research. Yet, when it comes to the CHCP part and my personal life goals as a professional, as a mental health professional, I want to be able to, I'm working towards it, to spread the word of mental health as much as possible. The mental health initiative that of Visit MHP challenge that
Yes.
we've raised up is very important to me. I really want to spread this word around that visit a mental health practitioner as and when you feel the need. It is not all the time that you're able to solve your problems on your own. Even if you are, you need an ear to hear you at times. It could be a
Mm,
counselor, it could be a CHCP, it could be a coach, it could be a psychologist who's practicing as a clinical practitioner. It could be anyone, but you need somebody to listen to you in the professional space.
true.
So, trying to remove the stigmas, trying to remove the stereotypes, that is what I think all of us as mental health practitioners are doing. And of course, in corporate training, coaching, and counseling as a cumulative approach, I have intended ever since to forms of something which is integrated, which is a very approachable method of technique for every one of us as mental health practitioners, as well as trainers, is what I
Hmm,
want to take out. I want to cultivate something new, something which is very interesting and which includes all of these methods, including mindfulness. So that's what I'm trying to work on. I'm sure it is going to take time. It is not the right time to do that. But yes, that's what I'm aiming at. And right now, being in my own space of I'm conducting webinars, I'm taking personal sessions. That's what I'm doing, and I'm happy with.
perfect. So you can also get in touch with Ramneet if you would like to attend Ramneet's webinars. So I'll be mentioning her Instagram ID on the chat, so you all can also visit her Instagram. And so Rahul has a question for you. That hi, I
Sure.
have a master's in psychology from IGNOU, and I'm practicing as a psychologist at a clinic and as a behavior therapist social prevention. I love my work. Should I continue doing clinical psychology?
Sanjana, your voice actually crashed a bit in between, so I could not listen to the entire question.
So till where did you hear me?
I heard the last part and I heard the beginning part that this person is
Okay.
practicing as a psychologist at a clinic.
So I'll repeat it again. I have done my master's in psychology from IGNOU and practicing as a psychologist at a clinic and as a behavioral therapist with kids who have autism and volunteering for a suicide prevention helpline. I love my work. Should I continue doing that or should I do my MPhil in clinical psychology?
See, when it comes to doing MPhil in clinical psychology, it is a very challenging practice. Though we need many clinical psychologists in India yet, we have vacancies, we need more of them. It depends on how studious you are and how brave a heart have you got to deal with clients in the IPDs, not in the OPDs. Because when
Hmm.
clients are there in IPDs, they are more and more critical than the clients coming in the OPD. If you have a zeal, if you have an interest, and you have that heart to study that hard and grab a seat in one of the good colleges or hospitals to become a clinical psychologist, please go ahead. There is no stopping, and there is no end of education, no age of education. Other than that, whatever you are doing right now is beautiful. You're working for a suicide prevention helpline, and for the children of autism, they too need us because interventions as early as they are done are more valuable because for children it is very important for them to get diagnosed and given the right interventions as soon as possible. If you're doing that, that is beautiful. A work that you're doing, please continue with it if you love it. If in case you feel that you need to switch and if you need to apply for MPhil, just go ahead and try applying. If it works for you, you may change. But as long as you're happy, Please continue to do what you're happy. Do not run after what people are doing. That is what my intake is.
Rightly said. So, Rahul, we hope that we have answered your question. So, yes,
Yes.
the end of this beautiful session. Thank you, Ramneet, for your valuable time and your inputs. And thank you, audience, for asking us beautiful questions. And I'll see you all next Wednesday. And we'll be in conversation with a counselor.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. It has been a beautiful session with you. Thank you,
Thank,
viewers.
thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.